Hello, students. Today I'm going to teach a unit for Unit 2.3 for this book, Advanced Function Grade 12 for Function Ryerson. So please subscribe my video for this unit. Thank you. Let's start. Unit 2.3, polynomial equations. So we're going to look at the first example, solve polynomial equation by factoring. There are two equations. I'm going to write it down on paper, explain to you. So the first equation, x exponent 3 minus x squared minus 2x equals 0. To solve it, we're going to find the line term x in each term. We're going to factor x first. I'm going to move the camera in this side. You see clear. So is equal factor x. We have an x exponent 3 minus x minus 2 equals 0. 2 minus 1 is an x. So, and then we have a 2. Is an x. We're going to have an x minus 2 times x plus 1 equals 0. Now, x equals how much? So we're going to write x. The first one is going to be x equals 0, the first one. The second one, we solve the intercept. X equals 2. And this one, solve the intercept, x equals -1. So therefore, there's 3 solutions for this polynomial function. Let's do the next one. The next equation, 3x exponent 3 minus x squared minus 12x minus 4. So from here, you can see we can do a group factoring. So we factor the front 2 terms and the end 2 terms. Let's start. So we're going to factor x exponent 2. So we're going to have a 3x at 1 minus 4 and 3x at 1. And this rational factor is the line term. So we're going to have a 3x at 1 times x squared minus 4 equals 0. And you know, x squared minus 4, it fits the formula like a squared minus b squared equals a plus b times a minus b. Now we're going to apply this formula to factor this one because 4 is the perfect square number. It's a 2 exponent 2. So we have a 3x at 1 times x minus 2, x plus 1. X times 2. It fits the formula equals 0. Now it's fully factored. Now x equals how much? So x equals -1/3. So solve the intercept. And positive and -2. Now we fully factor these 2 equations. We are going to do example 2. So example 2, the function is 2x exponent 3 and 3x exponent 2 minus 11x minus 6 equals 0. So from here, we're going to apply the factor formula. So this is the b and that's the a. So for b, we're going to find out all the factors. So the first one will be positive and -1, and positive and -2, and positive and -3. We try this first, and 6 might be too large. And then we try for a, positive and -1, and positive and a -2. Now we're going to use a calculator to find which one are the factor. So I'm going to use my calculator to try it. So I find x minus 2 is a factor. So if I put 2 times 2 exponent 3, 2 times 2 squared minus 11 minus 6 is equals 0. So you can find 2 times 8, 12, minus 22 minus 6. It is equals 0. So we find the first factor. We are going to do a synthetic division to find out the answer. Now in synthetic division, we write all the coefficients, we bring the first number down. So we have a 2. So negative 2, positive 2, we get the negative 4. So minus, we get 7, and negative 14. And then it's going to be a positive 3. And 2 times 3 is a negative 6. So we get this 0. Now we're going to write the answer. It will be 2x exponent 2, x7x, and then x3. So, and this is going to be times x minus 2. Now from here, we're going to factor this quadratic. Like we find the combination. So 2x and x. And 3 will be 3 times 1. Now 2 times 3 is 6. 6, 8, 1 is 7. Perfect. We got it. So we have a 2x. You write the bracket. We want a 6 here. So plus 3 and plus 1. So, and then x minus 2. So this is 3 factor is fully factored the equation. 2x exponent 3 and 3x exponent 2 minus 11x minus 6. Now, the answer is x equal negative 1 over 2 and negative 3 and positive 2 is the solution for this polynomial function. So we finish the example 2. Now example 3 is on page 107. It's given a polygon. It has a shape of 2532. So, and this is the volume, cm exponent 3. It's given the volume equation for this shape. The shape should be a curve. Yeah, in a curve. So it's v and x equal 9x exponent 3, x16, x exponent 2 plus 249x. So for this volume, we're going to find all the factors for the dimensions. So we're going to take these, the equation equal the volume. So we're going to move the volume from the left side to the right side. Now become subtract 2,532. Now we're going to factor this huge number equation. Now we find 3 is the common factor for these 4 terms. So we factor 3. So the first term we left is 3x exponent 3, 20x exponent 2, 83x minus 844. So each term reduced 3. Now from here, we're going to find the ratio to 5 factor. So this is a B, that's an A. So for B, we have all the factors. So we're going to write it here. So B, you can factor 1, 2, and 4. There's more, but I don't think we need to try that large number. And 3 is only 1 and 3. So I'm going to use a calculator to find the factor. And I found 4 is the factor. So x minus 4. So if you plug in 4 in the equation inside here, it will be equal 0. So therefore 4 is the factor. We are going to use synthetic equation to find the answer. Now the factor is x minus 4. So we bring the first term down. Negative 4 times 3, we get negative 12. You add them together. So we're going to get 32. So 32 times 4. So 42 is the 8. 43 is 12. 120. So when you use the synthetic division above, so excuse me, so we got this integer should be a negative because negative 4 times positive 32, we get negative 128. 2 negative, we get a positive 128 and 83, we get 211. So times 4, we get 844. And we write the answer. 3x exponent 2 plus 32x at 211. So the factor is x minus 4. Now from here, you can see it's hard to find a factor for the 211. So therefore, we are going to use a quadratic to find the x value for this exponent 2. Now we apply this into a quadratic equation and we find it's a negative root inside. We can solve it. So it's unfactorable. So therefore, only x equals 4 is the dimension of the volume for the thickness of the vein. So we're going to write x equals 4. So it's the final solution for the dimension of this volume. And we are going to do the next example. So example 4 is find roots of a non-factorable equation. Now solve this equation. X exponent 3 minus 3x equals negative 1. So we're going to write x exponent 3 minus 3x at 1 equals 0. So can we find the factor? So this is the 1, positive 1 and negative 1. When you plug inside the equation, they both are not the factor. So therefore, the factor has to be decimal. We are going to use a graphic calculator to find it. Now I apply the equation into a graphic calculator. I use the technology. I find x is 3 factors, 1.532, 0.347, and negative 1.879. So whenever you have an equation, if it's unfactorable equation, you have to use a graphic calculator plug in to find the answer. And that's for example 4. So I have explained to you from example 1 to example 4 and help you to understand the concept how to use a factor theorem to solve the equation, find all the x-intercepts. And this is our Smart Kids Learning Center, the tutoring class, and our online class contact number. And we are majorly tutoring all high school math, especially for grade 12 advanced function calculus, as well as English, and help students to do improvement or advanced study. So I hope today's my video helped you to do the polynomial factor theorem to find factors of equation. And please subscribe my video. And I'm going to continue make new videos to help you for study. The next one will be Unit 2.4. And thank you. Bye-bye. See you next video.